has taken us a little bit longer than I thought it would to get here, but here we are in Trestle Bridge, and I've managed to pick up a lot of ash branches along the way. So we have almost mastered the journeyman level. As you see there, I only need to find about 5 more. I need to get 10 more branches, turn them into 5 more planks, and we'll have mastered the second level of the forestry. But the important part is we are crossing the trestle span, and we are soon going to turn right and make our way into the Nan Wethrin. Is that correct? Take a look at our map here right quick. Yes, the Nan Wethrin. So this would appear to be the only way you can actually get into it. That path we were following on the east side looks like it's exit only, as it were. Ooh, a bunch of ash branches I'll have to pick up on the way back. Let's see if we can get... Oh, these guys are actually gray here, so that ain't too bad. These are the ones that we had to collect. Remember, they had stolen supplies. We collected like a crate of nails from them. We collected the founder's book from them. Whole bunch of items that we were collecting out of these camps here. Sneaking our way out and taking them out. I think they were possibly a dark green, maybe even a blue or white. Can't remember back to that particular episode, but they're easily enough avoided now. Can't say that the rest of them inside this camp are going to be quite that easy. Okay. Now, so far we're not doing too bad, moving through the outer pickets and everything here. Everything still seems to be below our level. There we go, the Nan Wethrin Western Pass. We were discussing the other day, I was talking with Mind Fiend, and he was saying, you know, what you do whenever things run gray like this, because it is a little bit of a immersion breaker. These are the cases where, unless I'm just working on a slayer deed, like I've got X number of orcs or something like that that I need to kill for some deed, I just assume in my head that none of these people are around, and that I'm just riding through an empty valley. It helps with the immersion. If I do need to finish a deed, then in that case I'm just picking them off slowly but surely as a burglar, hidden in the distance, hidden in the darkness, would do. Okay, wonder, who are we looking for? Drukod. Got a feeling he's going to be all the way at the back of the place. And it is multi-level, as you can tell by that bridge spanning above our head there. Interesting. Very interesting that this place is coming up as an even level quest for me, when all this is absolutely way below my level. Am I in the correct place? It is the Nan Wethrin, right? Let me take a look and see. Have I screwed this up from the beginning? In the deepest, most southern recesses of Nan Wethrin. Yeah, that's this. Let's see where we are on the map. We need to get deeper in here. So we need to go further in. Probably up there on those upper levels. How do we get those? It looks like there's a walkway coming up from that other side. So can we get down this way without killing ourselves? Why, yes, it looks like we can. Doing the old sideways two-step. Okay. Let's see if we can work our way up through the various levels there. Quite a few orcish war machines being built in this area. I do see a supply crate. Oh crap. Whew. I was afraid that fall was going to be a little bit higher than I thought it was. I was expecting a ankle-shattering crunch at the bottom. Let's come through and burgle right under their noses, shall we? There we go. Get back on my horse for at least until we start seeing some greens. Now, is there another bridge off to the right here? Oops, there's a corpse. We could take a look at that while we're at it too. Ugh. It's kind of silly to say guy doesn't look the best. Got you some gold ore there, Mine Fiend. Okay, so let's take this bridge and go deeper in. Perhaps over there on that side. It did say it was in the southernmost parts of it. So let's see if traveling this way will take us further south. Southernmost parts of the map definitely seem to be the upper levels. Or some level I wasn't getting to from down there, anyhow. Another bridge. Blackfire crates. I don't have the Blackfire quest, do I? Not any longer. Whoa, 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 whoa. We just found a green, a Tarkrip Siege Engineer. That was almost nasty. Okay, I think I'll just let that corpse be. Let him rest in peace. He doesn't need me over there pawing through his pockets. There we go. Now we're into some worthy of us. A yellow vicious Tarkrip. Okay. Let's turn on our run speed. Let's hide in the shadows. And let's see how far we can get into the southern portion of it here. Whoops. There's one thing I'm worried about is these are yellow, so they might be able to see through my hiding a little bit easier. I'm not going to be able to get quite as sneak through quite as close to them as I would be able to with say some blues or light blues or especially greens. And you see how successfully we avoided all those grays, almost like they didn't even know I was there. Okay. Another thing, I'm going to have to check whenever we return, see whether the Summerfest is still going on. Yeah, we're definitely getting down toward the southern parts of it here. See if the Summerfest is still going on. It says it went to the 6th, which is today. However, Turbine does have a habit of when they say the 6th, they mean at the very beginning of the 6th, like the crack of midnight or something like that. So, not through the 6th, but into the 6th. So it may be over because the date tends to change on my particular region at 3 o'clock in the morning. Now that's unusual. I found unusual was because it's not the same time on the server. For me it's 3 o'clock. Mine Fiend plays on the same server with us, and yet his date change, the time his server changes, is at like 9 o'clock 8 or 9 o'clock for me. So he's got a totally different thing. His day changes a good hour before, a good 5 or 6 hours before mine does. So very interesting. It'd be nice to know what the actual rationale of that was. Wow, I got past him. Okay, so we're going to continue trying to go deeper into the south here. Figure, follow this right-hand path, perhaps. This is one of those times where I could really use a band of adventurers ahead of me, cleaning the pass out. See if we can squeeze between these two. Good. Alright. Hygropore. Well, there's definitely something going here, because I'm getting the dread. Everything gets dark and nasty around us. Let's get past the sharp eye. Wow, it is really getting dark. Don't see anything named Druchord in my... Oh, just a green? Wow. And my stone there that I'm to use to get the bonus has not lit up yet either. So as soon as those red things go away and I can actually use it. Cannot use with effect epic scalar cooldown. See where we are on the map. Yeah, the Nan-Wathran. We are almost as far into the Nan-Wathran, as far the south part as we can possibly get. I do not see a named, however, of any sort. Scouts, we're getting a lot of dread from the evil temple here. There he is, Druchord, the Tarkrip. Why isn't it letting us use our stone there? What level is he? There he is, level 35. So he's a level above us and got a crap ton of more experience points, more points than we do. For some reason, it will not let us use our inspiration stone. In the deepest, most southern recesses, told you that Uruk Druchord was slain. When Gilead remained safe enough to come to the council, warned not to confront the Uruk. Okay, I'm here. I need to use the stone. It's not gonna make any sense. I'm a burglar. It doesn't make any sense to make me take... Yeah, that's not it. Are there any effects over here? Quick feet, quiet knife. No, none of them are any effects that should affect me in the least. Have I just not gotten deep enough or close enough here? Do I have to actually attack this guy for the stone allow me to fight him? Guess I can jump over the edge there if I absolutely have to. No. Alright, let's jump and run, because that's not going to work. I was so hoping that that was going to either let me use it or kill me, one or the other. Alright, let's see here. Whew. And so nice that I hadn't blown my actual combat hide. Because he was right on my butt whenever I went into hide in shadows. They used the hide in plain sight, so... Alright, that was an epic failure. I'm going to have to puzzle this out and see if I can figure out why it was that it's not allowing me to use the stone. So when I find that out... I'm right here on the reaches. When I figure that out, I will let you know. Let's see, can I get out this way? I'm going to see if I can exit out the western edge here. Eastern edge here, rather. Because I think this is the actual edge of it. We should be mostly out of the camp now. This camp just keeps going on and on and on, doesn't it? I was hoping this would be the exit and we could jump over the edge, get on one of those pathways that we saw, and escape. But if there's no way to escape over here on this edge, then what are those elves so worried about? All we have to do is make sure they don't come around the... All we'll have to do is make sure they don't get through the side over at Trestle Bridge, and voila, the elves are safe. Alright. I'm afraid I'm going to have to do some research. I'm sorry this whole adventure here has not gone any better than it did. But you know, sometimes that's the way it's going to go. You're just going to be a little bit off like that. So let me see if I can find out why the stone isn't working, if there's something in particular we need to be doing, and we'll see you next time. Thank you for watching, and we will enlighten everyone then. Bye-bye. Okay, folks, we've come back. Now, I had to do a little research. Apparently, we did some backtracking here. If you remember, we came in this way. We went up in that area and looked, and we went up in that area and looked to see if he was up there, and he wasn't either place. And then we came here, and we saw this bridge that swung across. And we said, oh, well, obviously, we need to get up yonder. That's the southern part. So that part was correct. We do need to get up there. Now, we continued on this way. The problem is you can't just go any way to him. The way they have it set up, you have to follow a certain path. If you don't follow that path, the stone will not activate. So we came over this way. Let me take a look and make sure we're not messing up here. We passed up underneath this bridge, and we looked and we went, yeah, we need to get up there. And we turned and looked again and we said, oh, there's a bridge. So then we went up yonder and we crossed that bridge. Wrong answer. You cannot go up that bridge. We went up that bridge and then ran up that edge. That is not the official correct path. So what we need to do is we are going to have to head this way. Go back under this bridge. I don't know why they do this. I have some suspicions. One of them being that perhaps this stone, whenever you activate it, it's going to last for 15 minutes. And what I would imagine is they don't want you farming in this area. So they're not going to let you activate the stone anywhere, or activate the stone once you get to him, which seemed to me to make perfect sense. You ought to be able to just activate the stone when you find him. And have I gotten lost already? But they're not going to allow you to do that. You have to activate the stone at a certain point, and then you've got 15 minutes to get to him. And they said it takes about 5 minutes to get to him once you have turned your stone on. I did, because I think we have to go up this way. I think that's correct. We don't go under the other bridge. We go up this direction, if I remember correctly, and then to the left. Okay, is that correct? We'll know here in a second if we start seeing yellows appear. There we go. This looks like a good place to draw upon the elf stone's power. So at this point, we can turn on the elf stone. It'll give us our inspiration bonus. Now, we will turn on our sneak. As you see, we're ready for inspiration. We got 15 minutes. There we go. I'm gonna let my, well, I'm gonna just keep going. I can easily take that Tarkrip, I think, if he were to activate on me. So we go through this passage here. Let me show you where we are here on the map. Not that it helps much, but right in this area. We're gonna go, you need to go up the passage here that has the walls of logs on either side, the palisade. If you're not in this palisade, you have taken the wrong route. It's also got these cross beams, so you want to be down there and come up that passage, and that's the only place where you can activate the stone. Yes, I know, game wise it may make sense where they don't want you farming all these yellows and everything and getting the experience and the money off of them, but seriously folks, I have to ask the game makers and all, at the rate with the daily Hobbit present lottery that you have now and the rate that you have boosted experience up, does it really matter? Can't you just let us turn on this stone anywhere in this area and just farm to our heart's content? Because we're not going to make any more experience and money than we already make. So, okay, now we can come on across. See, last time we came back from that area, I believe. I think it's, we crossed around, came around, and came down that direction. So, there you go. Let us come on up here and we will find Druchord. As far as our inspiration, we should still have a lot of time, because that wasn't anywhere near even 5 minutes there. Let's take out this thing so it doesn't aggro on us. Okay. You see, we hardly even need the inspiration. Let's see if we can we use the throw a stone? Don't know, but Drugor, is that him right there? I think that's him. Yes, Druchord. That's who are we going to be taking out. Let's go ahead and go back into hiding so we can surprise him when he comes up. He should walk just far enough down this way. Let's distract him to freeze him into place. We're probably going to aggro at least one of these birds here. Yep. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and take the bird out. If it'll get me from being stunned again. There we go. There. Let's slow him down. Most importantly, so that we can use our burglar hill if we need to. The inspiration bonus, he's really not too hard. We pretty much have equal hit points to him. And other than the stuns, we're landing a lot more criticals on him than he's landing on us. My trick again, I can't see if that, there we go, it landed on him that time, so it's going to slow him down a little. And he should be falling to our superior abilities here in just a moment. There we go. Druchord has been defeated. Now, Whew, because of that whole pathing situation, that is a whole heck of a lot harder than it needed to be. Well, not harder, frustrating. Much more frustrating than it needed to be. So I am going to travel on back over to the North Downs. We are going to go back down into Meluinen, and we will go and talk to Gildor once more. And I'll see you once we get over there. We are approaching Menulian and Lingilith again. As you'll notice from my icon up here, I ended up just mapping my way back over there to them. Map back to Estelden, actually. That's where I was bound at the moment. And that was a whole lot easier and quicker than wandering back out to the west through all those grays and everything, and then coming back at either crossing Trestle Bridge and coming around from the south there, or coming across the northern route through the North Downs. So we just used our map ability. No problem there whatsoever. Now let's go in and let Gildor know that the orc menace has been diminished now that we've taken out their leader. And perhaps he will decide to have his people come and join the rangers at the North Downs in Estelden.
How can I be of service?
Ah, you have done it. We heard the wails of the orcs from here. You have seen to the safety of Lingilith, Gnarlo, and for this you have my thanks. Let's see what we're gonna use. Got better swords. I think we'll go with the gloves. Whether or not we wear them or not, I'll have to sit and think about it. But it's the most expensive regardless. With the Drukcord slain, the threat of the orcs is lessened, and I am free to come to the council of Estelden. You should bring word to Halbarad that we shall attend him, and that we will arrive soon. Your brave deeds may yet prove a strong foundation for our defense. Okay, so back to Estelden, back to Halbarad. Let him know that we now have the Elves. They too have joined up with us. So the only thing left to do is go talk to the men, the humans, and get their cooperation. And if humans are like humans usually are, theirs will probably be the most stubborn and the most difficult to get and the most greedy. So we shall see what happens. Let's go back to Estelden, and we'll see what Halbarad says. In the library once more, let's let Halbarad know. I hadn't looked at this ceiling. Very nice. I love that chandelier there. Let's let him know that the orc threat down south has been taken care of, and that we can count on the elves.
How can I be of service?
The message you bear is joyous. Twice over, the Drukcord is dead, and the elves have agreed to come to the council. You've done very well, for the might of elves shall improve our lot all the more. You have my thanks for this. Alright, there we go. So that is where we are going to end this very confusing and frustrating episode. Hopefully, the helping out the humans is not going to be nearly as ticky as this, but unfortunately, that's something you have to get used to. You know, whenever you're working with the vagaries of a game, it can't really reflect real life all that closely, so you end up with things like the stone will work here if you approach from this route, but it's not going to work if you approach from that route. So those are just the kind of concessions you have to make anytime that you're a gamer. And I'm sure any of you that played have had to do things like that many times before. So there you go. So we will continue on next time. Glad that you've watched it. Hope you've enjoyed it. And we'll see if we can't get the cooperation of the humans next time. So we'll see you then. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.